If you are not accepting the daytime visit any longer, please let me know. The orders are orders, Cooper. So unless you've been back to court and have a new order written out for me to see, I will be having my overnight visitation. If I do not hear from you, I will assume that I am to have my overnight as per usual. There will be no overnight stay. There is no valid reason for you to break the court order. Son is safe and always heavily supervised, so he will be staying over as the order demands. It is a huge offense to be in contravention of a court order. And the order also states both your mother and father must be in attendance to supervise. So if that is able to happen, and your father is also in attendance at pickup, then he can stay overnight. I'm trying to call you. Please answer the phone. You have to let Son stay with me one last time before I leave. Please don't do this to me. Emotional blackmail will not work on me, Bianca. I have always striven to ensure Son's well-being and safety. I appreciate that your mother believes Highway have made progress. However, she is not able to supervise you every hour of the day. This is why it is ordered that both your mother and father are to be there to supervise you. This is not a slight on you or your mother, but just measures to ensure Son's safety at all time. I do not feel comfortable with Son being around your girlfriend. Not only did you never consult me, but you allowed her around Son before you even introduced me to her or informed me. You have been aware of her for a long time. I am also aware that Son has met and spent a considerable amount of time with her family, which is also inappropriate without consulting me first. As you are aware, we are equal parents and share equal responsibilities. As we share responsibilities of Son, all decisions on who he socializes with and spends time with need to be discussed and jointly made between the both of us. I am happy you are finally moving on. But I am not comfortable with this. I request that you keep Son and her apart until you and her have made an effort for me to get to know her and her family on a better level. I think this is quite understandable. Upon making this effort, I will be more comfortable with Son being around her. Son has already been around her for months. I will not remove people from his life that he likes without a valid reason. Until you and her both put in the effort to ensure me that her family and herself are a positive influence to have around my son, I do not want them around him at all. Are you still en route to get Son? And are you accepting the short daytime visit? Yes, I am 5 minutes out. We noted that when the original order was made in October of this year, such orders directed that the mother was supposed to spend overnights with Son, supervised by both parents. At the time of the order, she was living with her parents and sober. We now know that the mother's situation has changed greatly since the original order was created. The mother has relapsed into DROGABUE, had severe mental health episodes, and had to date failed to comply with the request of a hair follicle test. Our client is concerned about the mother's mental health and does not believe that overnights are in the child's best interest after recent events. Our client is requesting to eliminate overnight visitations for the foreseeable future and requests that visits are to remain supervised by both parents from beginning to end. We are willing to revisit these requests upon the mother's successful completion of rehabilitation. From the Office of the Independent Child Lawyer for Son, first. We note that we were unable to proceed with the family dispute emergency mediation on this date due to reported technical difficulties and the mother's side, as she is reportedly in a live-in rehabilitation. We are conscious that the mother was hospitalized around Christmas Day and has recently entered a live-in rehabilitation facility. It is our understanding from a previous conversation with the mother that she is scheduled to complete the program within 6 weeks of admission. Prior to admittance, the mother had been ordered to undertake a hair follicle Dr. 0 grams test and has failed to do so. Given that there are significant concerns on the mother's use of illegal substances and the effect on her mental health, we are proposing the following orders. The interim orders would go into effect upon the mother's release from her rehabilitation program. The ICL is amenable to upon further order, it is ordered that 1. The child is to live with the father. 2. That the mother and father have shared equal parental responsibilities concerning long-term care, welfare, and development of child. Upon the mother completing a hair follicle Dr. 0 grams test and it testing positive for methamphetamines, it is ordered that 1. The mother is to have visitation supervised by both maternal grandparents each Tuesday from 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. 2. Each alternating Saturday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. 3. By FaceTime each third between 5 and 5:30 p.m. 3. That within 14 days of release, the mother will provide a hair follicle test and the mother and father will split the cost. 4. That within 14 days of a request from the ICL at any time, the mother will complete a hair follicle test. That within 24 hours of a request from the ICL, the mother will complete a urine Dr. OG analysis. The mother will be responsible for the cost of said test if the mother fails any test. Her time with son will not proceed to overnight visits. The mother will not be able to advance to overnight visitations until she is able to produce 2 negative hair follicle Dr. 0 grams tests in a row. Neither parent shall partake in alcohol while in the presence of son, or within 12 hours before visitation commences, or while son is residing in their care. Neither parent shall use any prohibited Dr. 0 grams in the presence of son, or within 12 hours of visit. The independent child lawyer is open to include orders as it pertains to son's birthday, Mother's Day, and Father's Day. These orders will also depend on the status of the mother's Dr. 0 grams tests. This is a call from a prisoner incarcerated in blank correctional facility. Hi, Coop, it's me. I can't talk for very long. I wish you would have answered me. I really wanted to speak to you and son. I know I'm supposed to be in rehab right now, and I wish I was. But look, I just got really upset when you wouldn't let son spend the night when I was asking. I made some bad choices. I know I shouldn't have, but I did. I hate myself. I've been in here the whole time. I made Mom promise not to tell you because I thought I could get out as fast as I did last time, but I can't. I'm going to be in here for almost a year since it's not my first offense. I know I'm the worst, but please don't keep Mom and Dad from son. They deserve to see him, and I hope you bring him to see me sometime soon. I love you and son so much, and I promise we can fix this. Hi, just making sure we are still on for this weekend with son. What time should we pick him up for his sleepover with his sister? I'm sorry, this weekend is not happening. I feel as if there have been too many secrets kept from me in regards to son's safety. I don't know what you're talking about. Son is always safe and happy with us. I don't know why you would do this. Were you really never going to tell me that Bianca was in jail? I don't know what your plan was in all of this. Were you going to pretend she was in rehab for the next year? It wasn't my place to tell you. I would have made sure you knew before she came home and son was around her again. But for now, I didn't see why it would have any effect on son visiting with us and his sister. It wouldn't have, if you were honest. But this is not the first time you have lied to me about vital information regarding son. I don't feel as though I can trust you anymore. So you're just going to keep him from this entire side of the family, even while his mother isn't around. That is going to hurt him. Of course not. But I am not comfortable having him spend days over there when I cannot trust you to tell me the truth about important information. So I just get a few hours of time now. That's not enough time for him to spend with us or his sister. You can't do that. I am sorry, but this changes things. We will need to work on rebuilding trust so that we can actually work as a team and not have one side of us keeping major secrets concerning son. I have rights, you know. I know that grandparents have rights here. If you are serious about this, I will file and ensure we get a visitation schedule. You are more than welcome to file, but as his father, I need to do what I think is best, and until I am able to trust you again, I think it best that visits are limited.